Hey everyone, we are going to install Google TV on a USB drive. With just a simple USB drive, you can carry Google TV in your pocket, plug it into any computer, and instantly turn it into a fully functional smart TV. The first step is to download the Google TV archive file. I'll leave the Google Drive link in the description below. Once you download the file, right-click on the archive and choose Extract All. You can also use WinRAR or 7-zip. After extraction, you'll see a folder with two main things: the Google TV ISO file, and another folder named Storages. Inside the Storages folder, you'll find several pre-built storage files of different sizes, such as 4 GB, 8 GB, 16 GB, 32 GB, and even 64 GB. Think of these files as the internal hard drive space that Google TV will use for apps and data. The bigger the file you choose, the more space you'll have for apps and games. First, let's make our USB drive bootable. For this, we'll use a free tool called Rufus. You can download Rufus from its official website. Now plug in your USB drive. In my case, I'm using a 32 GB USB 3.0 flash drive. The minimum size you can use is 8 GB, but I strongly recommend at least 16 GB, 32 GB, or even 64 GB. The bigger the drive, the more app storage you'll have later. Once your USB is connected, Rufus will automatically detect it. Next, load the Google TV ISO file. Click Select, then choose the Google TV 13 ISO file you extracted earlier. Now here's a very important step: the persistent partition size slider. This is where Rufus allows us to reserve extra space for storage. Drag the slider all the way to the right so it uses the maximum available space. This will help us later when we set up the larger storage partition. Below that, you'll see the partition scheme. You have two options: MBR and GPT. If your computer is relatively new and supports UEFI, select GPT. If you're working with an older BIOS-only system, select MBR. Keep the file system set to FAT32. Click Start. Rufus will now write the Google TV system to your USB drive, making it bootable. This usually takes about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the speed of your USB drive. In the next step, we'll create a second partition on the USB by adding a much larger storage file. Right-click on the Windows Start button and open Disk Management. In the Disk Management window, look for your USB drive. Rufus has already created two partitions on it, one small boot partition and another one called Persistence. We will reformat this partition into exFAT because exFAT can handle much larger files without any issues. To do this, right-click on the Persistence partition and choose Delete Volume. This space should now appear as unallocated. Right-click on the unallocated space and select New Simple Volume. Go through the wizard, choose the maximum available space so the entire free space is used, and assign a drive letter. Give it a label. I usually call it TV System, but you can name it whatever you like. Now we will format the second partition and change the file system into exFAT. Now, your USB drive has two partitions. The first is the boot partition created by Rufus, and the second is the system partition we just formatted in exFAT. With this second partition ready, we can now place two important files into it. These files will make this partition serve as the app storage for Google TV. First, open the boot partition. Inside, you'll find a file called system.sfs. This file contains the Google TV system image. Cut the system.sfs file from the boot partition and paste it into the second partition. Next, we'll add the data storage file. Go back to the folder where you extracted the Google TV archive, then open the Storages folder. You'll see several pre-built storage files. Which one should you choose? It depends on the size of your USB drive. For a 16 GB USB, use an 8 GB data file. For a 32 GB USB, use a 16 GB data file. For a 64 GB USB, use a 32 GB data file. I'm using a 32 GB USB, so I'll choose the 16 GB data file. Once you've picked the correct file, extract it. Inside the extracted folder, you'll see a file called data.img. Copy this file and paste it into the second partition. Depending on the file size and the speed of your USB drive, The copy process may take several minutes. And that's it. Your USB is now fully prepared to boot into Google TV. Restart your computer and enter the BIOS or UEFI setup. Once inside the BIOS, look for the option called Secure Boot and change it from Enabled to Disabled. Apply the changes and exit the BIOS. Now that Secure Boot is turned off, we can boot Google TV from the USB drive. Don't worry, this process won't affect your Windows installation at all. As long as you boot from the USB, Google TV will run entirely from the USB stick, and your original Windows system will remain untouched. After a few seconds, the Google TV boot menu will appear. You'll see several Android 13 kernel options. The normal kernels are designed for internal displays, like laptop screens. The ones labeled for external displays are optimized for HDMI, or DisplayPort output. Start by selecting a normal kernel. If it doesn't work or gives you a black screen, then try one with external display support. The system will now begin loading. On the very first boot, it may take a little longer as Google TV sets up the environment on your USB drive. And there we go. The Google TV Setup Wizard is now on your screen. First, choose your language. I'll select English here, but you can choose whichever language you prefer. After that, you may be asked if you want to link Google TV with your Android phone. This step is completely optional, so you can skip it for now. Next, it's time to connect to the internet. If your computer has Wi-Fi, you'll see a list of available networks. Select your network, enter the password, and connect. If you're using Ethernet, Google TV will detect it automatically. Once you're online, sign in with your Google account by entering your Gmail address and password. You'll then land on the Google TV home screen. Navigation feels smooth. You can move around using your mouse and keyboard. Google TV also works with remotes, so if you have a compatible remote, you can connect it and control the interface just like on a smart TV. And that's it. You've successfully installed Google TV 13 on a USB drive. With this setup, you can carry your personalized Google TV in your pocket. Plug it into any computer and enjoy the full smart TV experience anywhere. If this tutorial helped you, make sure to give it a like, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.